Hi, everybody. Sorry I can't be with you today. I've actually going to be in Mexico, sitting on a beach, sipping my Dunkin' coffee. No, not really. I'm actually at a doctor's appointment. But I wanted to go through today this little video so that you would know about the rubric that we are using. I think you've used it in the past, but I wanted to do a demonstration. It's the short response rubric. I'm sure you've used it before for quick writes. And on Friday, I had assigned quick write 2, which has to do with letter from Birmingham Jail from Martin Luther King Jr. Question: how does King prove through the series of events that his presence in Birmingham is justified despite what his peers/critics say? How do these ideas connect to the first 2 paragraphs of his letter? So I've written a sample, and I'm going to read through the sample, and I'm going to show you how I would grade this sample. So here we go. Here's what I wrote. Martin Luther King Jr. proves that he has a right to be in Birmingham through a series of claims. First, he does belong in Birmingham, and he's not, quote, an outsider coming in because he's the president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, an organization operating in every southern state. Since Alabama is a southern state, he's no outsider. It's understood that he has a place in Birmingham because his group operates with 85 affiliate organizations and they all share resources. So it's expected he'd operate in Birmingham. So those religious leaders need to step off. Second, King compares his group to those disciples of Jesus whose mission was to spread the gospel around the world. He's doing the same thing, trying to spread nonviolent resistance to white supremacy. So they're wrong again. Third, he says they're all tied together, so you can't just sit back and do nothing. He has to work in every town in the South. Lastly, he says there's a white power structure they have to fight. Boom! This connects to his first paragraph because his fellow preachers say that he doesn't belong in Birmingham, but he proves after that he does belong. So they're wrong. Okay, so how to grade this? Well, let's see. I see right off the bat, I see one quote, an outsider coming in, and that is it. There's not another single quote in there. The other thing is some of the language, boom, step off, which was a popular expression in the 90s. But I used to wear not ball caps like this, but bandanas over my head and going to concerts in big fields. So anyway, let's take a look at the rubric here. So as far as the first, you got a 2 point, a 1 point, and a 0 point response, and you got 4 categories with a total score of 8. So includes valid inferences or claims from the text, fully and directly responds to the prompt. Let's see. I'd say yeah, not terrifically well, but so I'd say probably I would go with a 2 point for that one. Let's take a look at the next one. Analysis includes evidence of reflection, analysis of the texts. No, it's a mostly literal or accounting events or details from the text. Yes. Or the response is blank. No, it's not blank. So let's give that a 1. Excuse me. As far as evidence, here's the big problem. So I know automatically it's not going to be a 2 because there is barely any evidence. Let's see if it fits a 1 point though. Includes some relevant facts, definitions, concrete details, and or other information from the texts to develop an analysis of the text. I'd say no. Yes, there are some relevant facts. There are definitely concrete details, but in my mind, one tiny little quote doesn't count as evidence. So I'm going to go for a 0 for that one. And finally, as far as conventions go, I went with a 1 point for that. Includes incomplete sentences or bullets. No, it really does have complete sentences, but, and I just added this, the language is inappropriate at times. Boom, wrong, has to, have to. Those are all, it's not academic language. So that really would not, I wouldn't give that a 2 for conventions. So I'm going to highlight that. So that gives us a 2 plus a 1 is 3 plus a 0 is 0. Oh, no, that's multiplied by 0. 2 and 1 is 3 and 1 is 4. So that's a 4 out of 8, which would be the equivalent of about a 50. Not very good. So you can see we kind of have to be mostly in either the 2 point or the 1 point column here. So that is what I would say about what I wrote today. Not my best writing, but it is a Sunday and I'm tired. So I want you to do the same thing. There is a document you guys will be going through. It's right here. It says for the directions, quick write 2 rubric exercise. You guys will see that your names are associated with particular essays written by you. And I want you guys to go through, grade the ones that have your names on them. You won't be grading your own. When you're all done, you're going to be grading your own quick write. And you're going to decide whether it would fit primarily a 2, a 1, or a 0. And what's the overall score for that one? What would you give your own essay? And if it's not an 8, obviously I want you to fix it. Okay? Hopefully that helps. And I will see you guys tomorrow. See ya.